Welcome to the end of this No Rebels AI Only time-lapse for Rome Total War. Now I've done one using parts of this mod before. It was actually my most viewed time-lapse, so I thought, you know what, I'll do it again just to milk those views. No, that's not the real reason why I did it. The reason why I did it was because I'm interested to see how the AI would work in that same mod, but with, of course, Landbridges, as we can see here, here, and there's a few more around as well. And with the no Marian Reforms mod. If you know what the Marian Reforms are, they're basically the thing that the Romans get later on in the game that makes them much more powerful, gives them Praetorians rather than Hastati. You know what those reforms are. But yeah, I'm just running a mod that removes those, and it makes Rome usually a very balanced faction, I think. And yeah, this was the outcome of it. So of course the British have won. I do like how, if any of you saw my AI only time-lapse tournament, where it came down to a final, the Greeks versus the British, and the Greeks beat the British. I do like in this one how we had a bit of a standoff between these two factions again, but the British came out on top, so they were getting their revenge for getting knocked out in the final of the tournament against the Greeks, which I really liked that they got their revenge, which was good to see. But yeah, of course the British won, and the Egyptians, I would say, came in second place. They had a very good campaign, but eventually the British just overwhelmed them. Now let's take a look at the diplomacy and then the stats. So there's a few factions around that survived: Scipii, Scythia, Parthia and the Greeks. And then there's Egypt and Britain that were still fighting at the end. Now here's the stats overall. I decided to show the British, the Egyptians and the Greek city-states, as those were the main powers. There's Germans there and Scythia there as they did some stuff. But for the most part, these were the three main ones. As we can see overall, the Greeks were leading for most of this time-lapse, but eventually the British, they took over. Greece is that one and Egypt is that one, by the way. Then there's military, production, territory. The Egyptians started off best, and then Greece, and actually Britain. The British were at the top with territory for almost the entire campaign, which is, good to see. That's why they won that. And then finances, no idea what happened there. I'm guessing this might be like the fall of Pontus or something. I don't really know. It just looks so weird. The fact that both of them go up. Something must have happened here to allow that. Let's take a look at other factions. So it doesn't affect the British. Seleucids, no. Pontus, no. Yeah, all factions. It was just those two. Weird. Anyway, there's population, and that's everything. So hope you've enjoyed this time-lapse. These are, of course, not that easy to make. So yeah, please do subscribe for more, as it does help me out. Hope you've enjoyed this video, and goodbye. Now, I didn't really want to bring this up, but I'm going to do anyway. Views for the time-lapses have been at a very low level lately. I do time-lapses every Tuesday and Friday, as you probably know by now. Views have always been good, that's why I've always continued to do them, but eventually, of course, I knew that they would start to die off at some point, so I'm unsure yet. Basically what I'm trying to say is this: I'm thinking of stopping doing time-lapses on the Tuesdays, so it will be just one every week on Friday. I don't know what people are going to think about that, but the views are telling me that it's starting to lean towards the point where they're no longer worthwhile. They've just had a very big drop for some of the big time-lapses. Like there was one I did about a week ago that took about 28 hours to make, one of my biggest yet, and it got like 1,000 views, compared to other ones that were coming out 1 or 2 months ago that were getting 10,000 views each. So clearly there's been a massive drop. So all I'm going to say is, if you do want them to continue, then please do. I'm only going to continue them if I continue growing by them, because they take a long time to make. So please do share time lapses, please do subscribe. Simple stuff like liking does, of course, help overall. With me knowing like what people want to see. If people don't want to see them again, just be honest about it. Like, would you rather see Tuesday's time lapses stop and be filled with an AI only battle every week or something like that? I don't know where I should go with time lapses right now. I'm a bit confused. Who knows, maybe it was just an odd month. Maybe May has just been a weird month for time lapses. But right now, you know, it might be showing signs that the time lapse as something that people are enjoying is no longer something people are enjoying. So yeah, I'm going to look at the views, basically everything, comments, growth and all of that stuff from the time lapses for the next week. There'll probably be a time lapse next week Tuesday, but if the views are not coming and I can't continue putting all of these hours into a time lapse. Rome Total War time lapse takes an average of 8 hours, Medieval 2 14 hours, some mods do go up to 20 hours at times, so that's just an average. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. They're not perfect numbers, but yeah, and if I'm not getting the views, I can't do it. That's just me being honest. I'm not saying this to make you feel like you have to share my videos or you have to watch them if you want more time lapses to come out. Yeah, I don't want it to sound like that, although it probably will sound like that. It's just, you know, I have to find a balance between getting views and not wasting my time.